dear students. How are you all? Doing well? Ready for a new class? Yes. In the last class, what did we learn? Yes, the second portion of the speech, isn't it? Okay. So, what were the major points? Yes, let's just revise.
Part 2, Major Points. DiCaprio points out some of the undeniable climate events. The issue has raised to beyond the scientific projections. UN Climate Summit is the only gathering in which we can discuss and face this problem. It's not only about the individual choices, it's more about the large-scale actions that should be taken by the governments and industries all around the world.
And what about the activity which I had given? Yes? Hope you all have written a perfect formal letter to your Panchayat President or the Corporation Councillor. Yes, students? Yeah. Okay, students. Before entering into the new session of the chapter, I'll show you something and tell me what did you understand from it. Okay? What is this? What does it show? Yes, different kinds of pollutions. What all are represented there? Yes, you can see a building and there's a chimney which shows, yes, a factory chimney. Then you can see a tree falling there, isn't it? Which shows deforestation. Then you can see a heap of garbage, isn't it? So what does this all show? Yes, pollution. Pollutions which are made by human beings. Now, where did we stop yesterday? Yes, DiCaprio says that it's not only about the individual choices, but it's more about the large-scale actions which the governments all around the world, the industries all around the world should consider or should take, isn't it? Okay. So today in this session, we are moving deep into the speech, and where he says about the factories, the industries and the carbon dioxide emission, etc. Okay. So let us see what he is saying next. Okay. So for that, first I will read the third portion of the speech. You shall follow me with the course book.
I am not a scientist, but I don't need to be, because the world's scientific community has spoken and they have given us our prognosis. If we do not get together, we will surely perish. Now is our moment for action. We need to put a price tag on carbon emissions and eliminate government subsidies for coal, gas, and oil companies. We need to end the free ride that industrial polluters have been given in the name of a free market economy. They don't deserve our tax dollars, and they deserve our scrutiny. For the economy itself will die if our ecosystem collapses. The good news is that renewable energy is not only achievable but good economic policy.
Now it's your turn. Read the portion silently. Okay, now it's time for some simple questions, isn't it? It was just a small paragraph. I hope you have understood it. Anyway, first question. What was the prognosis made by the scientific community? Yes, what was the analysis or what was the opinion made by the scientific community? Yeah, if we stand together, we will not perish. That means, yes, we will not lose ourselves, or else we may lose ourselves. Now, another one. DiCaprio says a dialogue in the paragraph. economy itself will die when? Yes, when the ecosystem collapse. The economy itself will die when the ecosystem collapse, isn't it? If this nature is not there, how can we live our life? Isn't it? We can't. Okay, one more question. DiCaprio mentions a good news by making the solutions for this problem of climate change. What is it? Yes, the renewable, not only the renewable energy is achieved, but also a good economic policy. That's it. Okay, so now read in pairs and find out the difficult words. Okay, children, what all are the difficult words that you found? Yes, prognosis. I told you the meaning, but still I'll tell you once again. Prognosis, isn't it? Prognosis. And how do we pronounce the word? Yes. Prognosis. Prognosis. Okay? Okay, so what does it mean? An opinion which is made from a scientific experience. Okay? An opinion which is made or a judgment. Okay? So, an opinion made from a scientific experience. Okay? Experience. Yes. So, for example, a prognosis can be done only after the study. Okay? Yes, next word. Emission. Okay? This you might have heard, but still I'll say. So the word is emission. And how do we pronounce the word? Yes. Emission. Okay? Emission. Emission. Is it okay? Yes. And what does it mean? Yes, releasing of something or something that comes out or something is produced. Okay? So, releasing of something. Okay? For example, carbon dioxide emission, as you see in your textbook, that is the production of carbon dioxide in the air, in the atmosphere. So let us look at some more words.
Scrutiny. Scrutiny. A searching study, inquiry, or inspection. Example: the police kept all the suspects under scrutiny. Perish. Perish. Die, especially in a violent or sudden way. Synonym: come to an end. Example: the rivers perished.
So now we shall understand the portion little more deeply. After that, I'll ask you some more questions. Okay? So listen carefully. After that, we shall discuss.
Now must be our moment for action. We need to put a price tag on carbon emissions and eliminate government subsidies for oil, coal, and gas companies. We need to end the free ride that industrial polluters have been given in the name of a free market economy. They do not deserve our tax dollars. They deserve our scrutiny, for the economy itself will die if our ecosystems collapse. The good news is that renewable energy is not only achievable, but good economic policy.
So, in this portion, he says that he is not a scientist, but the scientists have already given a prognosis, a judgment, or an opinion with which they are telling that if we don't stand together in order to solve this problem of climate change and uneven climatic events, then we will surely perish. We will surely lose ourselves and we are gonna be destroyed. And he says, now it's the moment. Now is the moment. This is the right moment for the action. He says that we need to put a price tag for carbon emissions and elimination of government subsidies should be done for coal, gas, and oil companies. And we need to end the free ride that industrial polluters have been given in the name of free market economy, and they don't deserve our tax or our money or our dollars, and they deserve our scrutiny, our inquiry or our inspection on what they are actually doing. And for the economy itself will die if our ecosystem collapse. Yes, if we are busy with our money making without giving any attention to the nature, yes, both the ecosystem and the economy will collapse, will perish, will get destroyed. And the good news is that not only the renewable energy will be achievable, but a good economic policy too is achievable through this solution. According to DiCaprio, what all regulations should the governments make? Yes, we need to put price tags on carbon emissions, eliminate government subsidies for coal, gas, and oil companies. What happens when an ecosystem collapses? Yes, when an ecosystem collapses, the economy itself will die. What is the scope of renewable energy in future? The scope of renewable energy is good. It is achievable and it is a good economic policy too.
Hope you all have understood the portion very well. Okay, so it's time for an activity, isn't it? Yes, imagination and creativity. Imagine you are conducting an awareness program in your locality on the issue of pollution. So for that, prepare a notice. Okay, prepare a notice. Okay, so hope you know how to prepare a notice. You have seen it, isn't it? Still, I'll provide you some of the tips. So create a notice, children. Okay, I'll give you some time, and after that I'll provide my version. Yes, so now you all have made a wonderful notice, isn't it? Yes. So we are winding up this session. Before that, let's discuss the major points that we got from this portion.
Climate change is not hysteria, it's a fact. Speech Part 3 Major Points. DiCaprio says that we should stand together and not to let our land perish. We need to put strict regulations on industries to save our world. Our economy itself will die if the ecosystem collapses. The good news is that not only the renewable energy but also a good economic policy can be achieved.
Yes, so we'll end up this class, and before that, one more activity that you shall do after the classes. Okay, yes. In the class we had done an activity today. What was it? Yes, preparing a notice. So just like that, imagine that you are conducting an awareness program. So for that, prepare a poster. Okay? You should make aware, you should inform the people about the event, isn't it? About the program. So for the public, just prepare a poster. Okay? Yes, so let's stop here. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you.